All right, abusian for yentoa yedisuane so kakra. Who is Christ? Part 2. Yedi kan ama wahunu de da say Christ eye onyankopon eba, the Son of the living God. In fact, yensan so read this precept ni bio. Ema hunu Christ asɛm wɔka ɛfa asɛm yɛ Peter ɛkan no san sɛ Christ ebisa wɔ mo sɛ hwan ɛne wɔ nipa ba no ɛna Peter ama ne mmoa yɛ ho sɛ ɔno ɛne ɔsosoro Nyankopɔn ne ba no nti yɛnsa nkɔ yɛkyi ɛnkɔka no Matthew chapter 16 verse 13 no bio ne yɛnhwɛ deɛ ɛsie wɔse when Yeshua, that is Jesus, came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? Christ says therefore and say, why ene nkrofo say me onipa ba no me ye why say ne nkrofo ekeka fa me ho? And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremias, or one of the prophets. Inti moya asuafo no edema no say binum say wa woni Elias, ebinum so say woni John the Baptist, ebi nso mpo say wo ya diifo no mu baako. Ni yenhwe de toso e. Verse 15, and he said unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And obisa wo mo say na mo nso so mo se me ye hwan? Verse 16, and Simon Peter answered and said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Peter said, wo ni Kristo no Nyankopon tiasefo beba no eyewa. Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God, not thou art the Father, or thou art God. Yes, be a wuni Nyankopon no, and a one of what this is Christopher bin Megidian. No more say, wuni Christo no, Nyankopon tiasefo no eba no. Tiasema Christ ekachire Peter. Wo muaya Peter de ma ye achi ti de Christ ekachire Peter. Verse 17. And Yeshua answered and said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And Christ said, Peter, if you say, Sasam will say, men can't chile will be out. Men na me ho den chile be am wo nipa kwa me. Ti se wo hunu sa de we say they know, me papa na ya chiro. Maja wo soro no, ono na dansa de we di a chiro Peter. Enye obi na ya chiro. Ti asema Christ kan ni, my Father which is in heaven, not myself. Nemu mo se maja wo soro na da na di a chiro. Ti we mpo ma hu say Christ is separate from the Father, not the Father himself. And Christ also can say, for flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father who is in heaven. And Peter so who we say no, it must be my Father, or it must be from my Father. On Nadan Sasem we say the actual Peter. And Christ is the Son of the living God. Now, another confusion, Alpha and Omega. If it's all kind of this, it's back you and watching Christ, I can say, born say, many Alpha, many Omega. The just in Fitiasia, any every year. And also, Tajidi for binum, Christopher binum from say, and the sanity they are on one in Yanko Pono or Bardin and the chin and Mubin on my own one. TNE. My memory on yes simple amount. Many tintin be just about 2 precepts per. I break it down Alpha and Omega no. I'm what I say. Now, Alpha and Omega no. This is Greek version of Hebrew letters Ah and Tha. In Hebrew, ah is the first letter. Enter is the last letter. But Alpha and Omega, this is the Greek for version of ah and tha. Tieni. Revelation chapter 1, verse number 8. And Christ was saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, said the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. Now, the beginning, right? The beginning, no. That is the key point. Alpha, no. The beginning, no. Our Greek number for beginning, G 756. As a training, a commencement or first. A commencement or first. That is the beginning. Now, Yankohe, another precept. I'm what you say. The beginning or commencement. Yanko Colossians chapter 1 and 12. Colossians 4, and I say Colossians 4. Yanko kan onum sisi ana yenhwa de bo no. Colossians chapter. And some panasado osma for Paul atwa koma Colossians 4 no, right? Colossians chapter 1 and 12. Afetini was say giving thanks unto the Father, number 1, giving thanks unto the Father, which hath made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. Verse 13, who hath delivered us from the power of darkness and hath translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. Into the Father, Eya was so obade Ahaya, Asha Ahaya, the great I am. He is the Father. Ono, and not translate and as what the why ye fufro de yako nebanu ahinimu nebabe. Who is Nebano? And why Nebano? Tienye. In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins. After verse 15. Who is the image of the invisible God? Because Christ Ekine, John chapter 5 and 18 was so be who Jano was roda. Them obano na na dia chenu. Obi hu Yankopon da. Nembom Christ came down as exact image of our invisible God. Ayentimi hono. And then to catch us and say, wo huno jano, wo huno me. So he is the image of his Father. Right? Enti sanka ye Nyankopon ba sa aseswa. Said ye hu Christ no, do obey no, sa pepe ne Nyankopon so tie. Into an image. Now, tie ni. Message what was say. Who is the image of the invisible God? The firstborn of every creature. The first, which is the beginning or commencement. So first, beginning, commencement are the same thing. So Christ is the first creature of everything. Before all the creation of old, before the angels, before all the spirit, everything, Christ was first created. Ajanebo Christ nebano kane and woyeno on one kasa bakrope, or the only begotten Son. Before he sanctioned him to create the rest. How long? And born and son I don't know. But Christ was with the Father before he began the creation of old. So he is the first of all creation. before any other creation, Christ is the first, created by the Father, the Almighty himself, and made him like himself, his image, direct image. So say Christ say me the Alpha na breaking down, meaning the beginning or the first of every creature. So he is the first. And Omega, the last of everything. Last and so I'm breaking it down show net or Omega. No. And also so young call 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 1 Corinthians. Corinthians Fongma Edikan Eti Edunum Enjimu Aduinu 9 Kosi Aduinunum. Meche 1 Corinthians 15, 24 to 25 was saying, then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God, that Christ wants some working, even the Father, meaning a black Christ, a dear hini na so no di bibia mane papa no, e ho asem ne kan. Right? When he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. Now, I mean, go straight, right, to the point. Verse 27, 28. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him, that God may be all in all. So meaning Christ will end everything. On the shading on the beginning, and he will end everything. He will take down every kingdom and judge everything. Then he will bring everything to an end and hand over everything to his Father. Because on the bibia share nensa into the bibia besa mane papa bio, and on the Omega. He is the first of the Father, and he will be the last to end everything unto the Father. This is the Omega. Afi mame mao mame can be kekrabin stro ma who difference keto abi. Sa wo kan eye asomafo no meti ba ko yimu ba kokosi edu ba ko a ubehun say Christ ye befa ne kosoro ebe oni asuafo wu sori ye wie ya oni asuafo no asuafo no kuja ne kwan ye hu say mununkum anase clouds ebefa ne kosoro, right? Na ye befa ne kosoro no yenhwe ba bia okupie yenhwe de esiye ye nyankopon da na di kire odifo Daniel ti yenhwe de esiye, right? Because all kind, in fact, I'm kind of real quick. Acts chapter 1 verse 9. Acts chapter 1 verse 9. Or say, and when he had spoken these words while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. That is Christ. Bra oni esuan for ne kasanwa. Ye fa ne kosro na mununkum e fa ne firi wo mu anim. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in a white apparel, which said unto them, or which said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gaze up into heaven? This same Yeshua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. And you see afa Christ akwa heaven, right? Now, you got Daniel chapter 7 and 9, right? Yeah, jump ko 13. Yeah, kwa hwede de bo no ati ase. You be fa Christ ko heaven no. Ebra angels no. The vehicle, which is the clouds, ever far Christ call heaven. Yenhwe baby okopie na se nhwe de osie. Daniel chapter 7 verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. This is the Almighty himself, the great I am, Ahaya, the God of the Hebrews. Ononi trading ponyankopon ononi Your friend, the Ancient of Days, meaning he was before days began. Oho ansana enna eshase. He is the Ancient of Days. Whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. That is how dreadful the Most High's throne is. Yanyampunko yanim enkonkosi verse 13 was saying, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man, that is Christ, Christo, came with the clouds of heaven. Say, in the book of the Arsenal, chapter 1, verse 9, say, and whilst they beheld him, he was taken up, and the clouds received him into heaven. The same clouds, and Daniel was saying, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and the ebra clouds receive no man so as no okopie nyankopon anim na Daniel ehu wa hase no, and came into the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. So ebra ye fa Christ free asase so no, angels no ba the Ancient of Days eye nyankopon anim. So Christ is separate from the Father, who is the Ancient of Days. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So, yeah, the Christ bar, the Almighty anim, and what the power in our shenanigans. And in Matthew chapter 28, the last verse, Christ Becker said, what the 2 me was on your assassin na amame. This is the reason. Say in the sea. And the Christ is separate from the Almighty, but Christ is also God, meaning he is one of the three that bear rule in heaven. Right? So Christ is the Son of the living God, not God the Father himself. With that, it be say Namaka says Shalom, medin the brother Kwame. I'm afraid the Gathering of Christ Church. Obet me follow Gathering of Christ Church. The Gathering of Christ Church Ghana, and as a GOCC Ghana, YouTube. And now I say Nokre 144, and also YouTube. And I be TikTok Jasha 144. TikTok. Obet me so be here chiri kwan agin kotuku ben onio market no free 0544 184522 0544 184522, and I say 026 480 27. Question be I will be unfree. You know, new komo. And the direction nebra means the Gathering of Christ Church. Shalom.